the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Isaiah Simmons.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
From the 29, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Garoppolo, quick throw out to Ayuk. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Cardinals 0.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
On second and 12, Murray. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Mostert, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
We're up 49.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Coleman has it here right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
At the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From a yard out, and the 49ers add on to their lead.
This There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Third down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Shotgun now for Murray. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And the Cardinal first down.
On first down, Drake. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run with Drake, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Murray now on first down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Niners 14, Cardinals 7. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him. A trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake, and a short gain down to about the 33.
Drake, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Oh, he'll let one, and this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2.
They'll try again with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Matt Bosher.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ballgame, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
At the 33-yard line.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Right back to Drake. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
For the shotgun with Drake. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin. Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. They find some open field here. Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At halftime, you have to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Drake again, the ball carrier. Eric Armstead brought him down. It's a gain of a yard.
And this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The Niners.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From the 36, Garoppolo. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Jordan Phillips, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Sets up first.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. D Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Down at the 14-yard.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Arizona.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This pass complete to Higgins.
Stredler's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's
able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The 38-yard line.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
The second down pass intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.